Welcome to Morning Recess.
Good morning!
Hey everybody!
Hi!
Welcome to Morning Recess.
I'm Deanne.
I'm Leanne.
I'm DJ.
Yes,
Welcome,
Thank you.
we are here at the River Worship Center with Pastor DJ, and he's going to do some magic for us, but first,
Yes.
he'd like to tell us about his program that he is doing to help children.
So, to make a long story short, for 25 years, I've done motivational theme shows in public schools. And right now, we're launching a brand new one, and it's not a magic show. It'll include some magic, but it's called the BAM Show. So, I actually brought a poster with me.
You did?
I did.
Where is it?
Yes, where?
Right here.
Wow!
That's my BAM Show poster. Yes.
That's great.
And so BAM is an acronym that means be your best, aim for your goals, and move forward. And the whole program, it revolves around pouring into kids that everybody's different and that we're supposed to be our best, we're supposed to aim for our goals, and then the moving forward is how we take the baby steps toward that. And basically the underlying thought is that there's no such thing as an overnight success.
Right.
There's no secret. Nobody just makes it. But it is that one piece at a time, we are building with little building blocks toward the end goal. That's why we have to do our best at reading and
Right,
math
yes,
and
right.
all of these things now. And it's also why we have to treat others with kindness.
Right,
Because
yes.
I can never build the whole beautiful picture by myself. One of my favorite parts of the BAM program is that we fill up all these balloons, balloon twisting balloons.
Aw.
And we make all different shapes that are not related. We make, golf clubs and butterflies and fish and rocket
great.
ships.
That's awesome.
And none of these things have anything in common. But at the end, I attach all of them, and suddenly they look at them and they realize there's one big sculpture, and they know exactly what it is we've made.
Oh, that's so
That's
cool.
great.
And I have everybody to look at the person on their right and the person on their left, and they notice that no two people are the same, but
Right.
that we all need each other. Anyway,
we do.
the BAM program is full of all kinds of these things. And it's also about what we would call a growth mindset.
Mm-hmm.
I've never met anybody that wasn't smart.
Right.
Everybody I've ever met is smart
Absolutely.
Yes.
at something.
Yeah,
they
that's
have
right.
what they are smart at. There's different types of smarts.
There is.
Yes.
And so
Yeah.
many kids that say, I'm not smart. What they actually need to say is, I am finding what I'm smart at.
Right.
Yes.
That's
And so,
right.
Albert Einstein said that everyone is a genius. He said, but if we judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it'll spend its whole life believing it's stupid.
Right.
And so what's happened is that we've put everybody in the same box with the same criteria and the same
Yes.
tests
Yep.
and said, okay, take this, you're smart or you're not smart is the message that they get. Well, you can't give the same test to everybody.
No.
And so the BAM show, it's about academics. It is about relationships. It is about bullying. It is about goal setting. It's about all of these things. And what's awesome about the BAM show that's different from anything I've ever done in the schools is that in the past, it was just, I would go in with a specific assembly. I would show up, do an assembly, and then I leave. But BAM is actually a movement.
Yes.
2 weeks before I get to the school, all of the classrooms get the BAM poster.
Great.
Okay.
Okay.
The teacher starts to share the BAM acronym, and then she starts to implement it. She tells the kids, she says, hey, everybody, let's shout BAM. And so they shout,
Bam!
which is a lot of fun to say.
It
Kids,
is actually.
if you, stereo, mono. So kids love to shout BAM. If they prank somebody, they say BAM. If they make the basket, they say BAM.
Yeah.
And so kids are already saying this. So we teach them when you're saying BAM, you're saying a whole lot.
Right.
Every time you say BAM, you are saying to be your best, aim for your goals, move forward. And now the teacher can ask, hey, are you guys going to bomb this test? Or are you going to
Bam!
this test?
Yes.
Is this how we BAM when we're walking down the hallway? Is that how we BAM in treating people on the playground?
Yes.
And
awesome.
what happens is we take this little word that kids are already saying, we add a whole bunch of meaning,
Right,
and now
yes.
it turns into a whole character building movement. I show up 2 weeks later, then we equip the teachers with things that once we leave, they have this mantra in place.
That is
Yes.
fantastic.
And so it's incredible. But I'm believing it's going to way beyond the schools.
Right,
This is going to
yes.
become part of who people are. their
Yes.
vocabulary. It's going to be spread and be a nationwide move. This will become a
Yes.
household word, and I can't wait.
Yes.
It's
I'm
going to be a
excited
neat
too.
feeling. You're
Yeah.
just saying BAM
It is.
and meaning this that we've come up with. And so anyway, that's what BAM is all about. BAMshow.org. It tells how we can bring it to your school in your area. And I'll go anywhere in the nation. I'm not really doing something entire. This is not like a test run. I've successfully done
Yes.
school assemblies for over 20 years.
Yeah.
This is the pinnacle of what I've ever done. Through the years, I paid attention to what teachers told me was the best part and why. And I paid attention when they said, this is what we need because we're trying to achieve this goal. And I pay attention to audience reaction, the thing that grabs their attention the most, so I know which object lesson to use. We've got boomerangs in the show.
That's
but
excellent.
the kids are like, oh, boomerang. No, it's a bammerang.
Yeah, it is.
And so I've got this cool foam bammerang, so nobody gets hurt.
Yes.
Well, I throw it and it doesn't come back. Well, I have to tweak it a little bit. And I throw it, it's closer. I tweak it a little bit, but I never give up. If at
Right.
first you don't succeed, you
Try
try again.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And so we learned that taking these baby steps, we don't give up when something doesn't work. We just learn to look at it differently.
Yes.
Finally, we get that bammerang to go out and come back. Now, here's the most important part. That bammerang is like every word that we speak.
Yes.
That's right.
It's like
yeah.
all of our action and behavior. It doesn't just affect me. I'm not the only one that touches it.
Right.
When you throw a boomerang, it goes out over the heads of lots of people, affecting people's minds is
Yes.
the lesson. And finally, whatever you've put out there in the world, that's what you're going to catch.
Yeah.
Do you want to catch what you've been putting out there? And so the lesson of the boomerang is that. So, I mean, everything
That's
that I'm
great.
telling you, these are just a couple of the pieces, object lesson after object lesson. Then we have interactive games like the pancake race, and kids come up in lines. We've got
Yeah.
this huge stack of pancakes and a piece of butter and syrup, you know, and they have to run two teams and see who can build it the fast. There's a lot of interactive stuff like that.
That's
We
awesome.
talk about the importance of balance in life, and I make somebody float on air, and we talk about balance.
Yes.
So that's one that is a magic trick that everybody loves. We talk about rest, the necessity of rest, and actually when we're suspending them in air, the thing's called nap time, and they wear a little sleep mask, and they're just relaxed taking a nap in the air. So we talk about balance and we talk about rest, and I know that BAM is going to help kids.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And so I've loved doing the specific motivational themes through the years. But the reason I wanted to do this is because I want something that's going to go with them through life. So that's the BAM show. I brought you, the brochures you
Yep,
can have.
yes. Thank you.
And
Thank
those are
you.
the posters. So that's it. BAM.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and if,
awesome.
If you have any questions for DJ, comment below on the video, and we'll make sure that he gets that
Yeah.
information. If you want him to come to your school, let us know.
Check out his link.
Check out his link.
Yeah.
It's all about perspective. Changing
Right.
our perspective is,
Right.
is looking at it from a different point of view is really what life is
So
about.
I told them the BAMshow.org, but they can see the rest of what we do because a lot of the schools, they might want something like this, but a lot of times they also want like a big family magic show as a fundraiser.
Oh,
Or
okay.
sometimes they just want a
okay.
classic magic show, some of the stuff that we're going to be doing today.
Okay.
I'll show you some magic
Yes.
tricks today.
Yes.
And if they want that kind of stuff, djedwards.org. And that'll
Okay.
tell them all about the magic. And so,
That's perfect.
I'm excited. I mean,
I am
I wish
too.
that we had something like this for when we were going to school.
I know.
because
absolutely.
that sounds like a lot of fun.
It
Yeah.
does.
Is there an age limit on who can
You know what?
attend?
We
or-
have. I've done every age. Honestly, I've even done in high schools through the years. And this specific show, we tried to gear it to kindergarten through like 6th grade. However,
Okay.
we've had some people contact us say, "What about middle school?" And honestly, my wife and I were examining the different pieces, and we're like, you know what? If you would just present it, you talk to little kids different than you talk to big kids.
Yes.
Yes.
Middle schools would love a pancake race.
They totally would.
They totally
They would love to float in the air.
They totally would.
And so
Yes.
honestly, we can bring the BAM message to everybody.
Okay.
And we can bring the BAM message to a high school if we had to. We would
Yeah.
we would switch some things up. But anyway, yeah, everybody needs to BAM
Yes.
in their
And-
life.
And
Yes, I
Morning
do.
Recess is very excited to help you get the word out about
Thank
BAM
you. Yes.
any
Thank
way
you.
that we can.
We're really excited about that.
Yeah, we are. So